Okay, so the first step for applying for an undergraduate course at a UK university is going to the Ucas website. Now, Ucas stands for Universities and Colleges Admission Services, and it's basically the portal through which you send your chosen universities your application. From here, go to Undergraduate, Apply and track your application. Go to Undergraduate and Apply. Before moving on to the actual application process, it's important to understand what deadline applies to you. So if you are applying to the University of Oxford or the University of Cambridge, you have to apply by the 15th of October. This also applies to you if you are applying for courses in medicine, veterinary medicine, or dentistry. If not, then your deadline is most likely the 15th of January or the 24th of March if you are applying for some art or design courses. So it's good to figure that out before starting your application so that you know how much time you have to complete it. If you haven't registered already, go to register. Next. Pick your title, your gender, choose a name, choose your date of birth, 87. This is just random information I'm putting in here. Indicate where your postal address is. Your postal address will be used in order to send you letters by the university, such as your offer letter or invites to open days. So in this page, you must fill in your postal address. On line 1, indicate the house or flat name or its number. On the second line, indicate your street name. On the third line, your town. And on the fourth line, your zip code. And that will bring you to this next page where you must enter your home telephone number, your mobile telephone number, and your email address. Now, make sure to include your area code when filling these in. And your email address should include your name and your last name. It shouldn't be something like that contains the name of your pets or something inappropriate. It should be a proper email address, a formal one. Maybe your school email address or your work email address, something like that. Once you're done, click Next. Afterwards, choose a password. Confirm it. Now choose and answer these security questions, and if you happen to forget your password, answering these will help you to get a new one. After you submit all of this information, UCAS will give you a username. And you should write this username down in a safe place because it will come in handy in the future. Now go back to the login page and write the username you were given. And the password that you chose. And log in. Now, I am assuming that most of you are still in school while applying, and if so, you should pick the first option. If you're applying as an individual, pick the last option. And if you're applying through another organization, such as a careers organization, you should pick one of the middle options. So I applied through my school or college. And in this case, your school will be provided a buzzword. You should ask your guidance counselor or your school for this buzzword and write it in here. And this will basically allow your school to provide the reference letter and your predicted grades to your university. You will receive your personal ID. Do not forget it because you will need it. Now on the side here, you see all of the sections that you need to complete before sending in your application. The first is the personal details section. So here you will need to fill in all of your personal information. So this is the choices tab, and here you pick what universities and what courses you want to apply to. Go to add a choice, go to see list, and search for your university. Search for your course. And your campus. If you're not applying to Oxford or Cambridge, you might not have to do this step. Pick your start date. This will allow you to take a gap year. If you do not want to take a gap year, pick October 2019. Repeat the same for all 5 choices. It is important to know that if you are applying for a medical course or a dentistry course, then you can only pick 4 medical choices, and the last one can be something like biology or zoology. Also, you can only choose to apply to either Oxford or Cambridge. You cannot apply to both. And one more thing, in some cases you can apply to the same university for different courses. In the end, click section completed and save. In the education tab, you must fill in all of the schools you have attended. For the employment tab, you must only add work experience for which you've been paid. If you do not have any paid work experience, just leave this section blank. And then it's time for your personal statement. It has to be between 1,000 and 4,000 characters and a maximum of 47 lines. Now, if you reach 47 lines before you reach 4,000 characters, then you can no longer write any more characters. If you reach 4,000 characters before you reach 47 lines, you can no longer add lines. So whichever you reach first is your maximum point. Also, I do not recommend writing your personal statement here. I recommend writing it in a Word document and then transferring it here before you're done, because you only have 35 minutes to save it, or else all of your work will be lost. For your reference, you must fill in the details of your referee. This will be the person who will be writing your reference and filling it into Ucas. So if you're applying for a science course, it is best if your referee is your biology or chemistry teacher. If you're applying for a mathematics course, it should be your math teacher. Your referee might be someone with who you've done work experience. He or she should know you well and be able to write about the skills you have and why you would do well in university for your chosen course. In the end, there's an overview where you can review all of your details, and if everything is correct, you click section completed and save. In the end, just pay for your application and send it off.